Hey, it's Keith at ScheidererFarms, and I'm out here this afternoon getting my beds ready for the spring. And we have a lot of people that want to plant perennials anymore. They're real popular because people don't want to plant annuals every year, so they assume it's less work. But in order to have great looking perennials, you want to start now, really. And what we're doing today is we've cut back. I've got some catmint over here. It's Cat's Meow catmint. It's an awesome perennial, long blooming, great for hummingbirds. Just a wonderful low maintenance plant. So we got some of that we're going to be talking about, and I've got a little lime hydrangea over here. It's one of the new paniculatas. Just a nice small shrub. So the first thing we're going to do is just get rid of any weeds. I got a few weeds around here yet that are growing in, and we're just going to get rid of those. And I've had a little bit of trouble with this limelight with some chlorotic leaves. They're turning yellow in the summer. So we're going to put a little iron, and this is from Espoma, and they recommend about a cup of this around the drip line. And so the drip line is basically how far the branches are out down below it is considered a drip line on a tree or shrub. So we're just going to sprinkle some around the drip line. Like that. And then I'm just going to scratch it in just a little bit with my scratcher here. And I'm not going to worry about watering it. We're supposed to get some rain tonight. And generally we get enough rain in the spring that it's going to activate it in the soil pretty quick. So there's that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of plant tone on it too. And again, it calls for about a cup. So we're going to do the same thing with that. And just sprinkle it around there. Now I started talking about fertilizing to people, and I have usually two things. I either get a blank stare, like they don't know what I'm talking about, or a lot of times people will use the same fertilizer for their shrubs and perennials that they do for annuals. And there's a big difference on how you want to feed perennials and annuals. Annuals are heavy feeders, so you want to give them a good shot of fertilizer and make them grow fast. Perennials and shrubs, on the other hand, you want to feed a little bit more slow and even. So over here we have the catmint, the Cat's Meow catmint, and instead of fertilizing it this time, because they're very low maintenance, they require very low fertilizer, a lot of times I'll just use compost on them. And here I have Zubru compost, and it's made locally, and it works really nice. I use it, actually, I mulch everything with it a lot of years. So what you can do is just put this around each plant. About an inch or so, inch or two. And that actually will break down. And for a lot of these low feeding perennials, this actually gives them enough nutrition to really do well. If I fertilize these, they get big anyway. They'll just be real big and they'll fall apart. So I'm doing that for my catmint. Some of the other things, your coneflower, just basically anything you want to use a little plant tone, go by the directions. And by doing this now, you want to do this now, you don't want to do it later. You'll have great looking perennials, and you'll have healthy perennials this summer long. So we'll see you in the greenhouse.